and God, I hope it's Firebat Hero. Please be Firebat Hero. Please, one time. Come on, one time. One time, Firebat Hero. Not Kanata. Not Iris. Firebat Hero. Firebat Hero. Firebat Hero. Ah, it's Iris. Alright, whatever. That's cool, I like Iris too. Alright, Effort versus Iris. Iris, as you can see, has racked up quite a few lifetime wins as well. And he's actually got a good record in Pro League so far. He's 2-1 overall, so he's got one brutal win under his belt. It is against Zerg. Excuse me. But Effort is pretty amazing though. At both Brood War and StarCraft 2. So feeling a little bit nervous for Iris here. Let me actually quickly have a look at what the map is. The map is going to be Sniper Ridge. Okay. And here we go, into the game. And here we go. Is it just me, or is there like random background music playing? Oh no, it's gone now. That was weird. I thought I heard like some, I don't know, some like F-Zero music or something. Anyway, looks like Effort will be the orange Zerg at the bottom right. And that will make Iris the Teal Terran at the bottom left. Once again, we are on Sniper Ridge. And this could be very interesting. Iris, known for being pretty aggressive. I mean, his nickname was the Berserker Terran. He has now officially changed his ID to Berserker. And I think that might be what it takes to beat Effort. Just some early game timing or something. Just take him out before it goes to the late game. Effort recently been showing some really nice late game strategy, particularly in ZVP actually. I'm not really sure about his ZVT, but he recently played a really cool ZVP match against somebody on Electric Circuit. I can't remember. Oh, looks like it's somebody's cake. Oh, is it Hydra's birthday as well? Huh. Is it Hydra's birthday as well as free? I don't know, he's got a cake. But yeah, Effort was some really cool, like, late game oriented ZVP where he was being super cost efficient with just mass Zergling in the mid game, just keeping the Protoss back and putting on the pressure. And then in the late game, since he saved up so much gas, he just made like 1 trillion ultras and won the game. So that was quite cool. See if he does something similar with ZVT. The Overlord though is going in the wrong direction for him. He's sending out 2 drones. That means he's going to 12 hatch with one of them and send the other out to scout. Oh, pat. Aww. See, I like it how he has the arm over her, so it's clear. See, it's clear. They're a couple, right? It's not like those, those other couples that kind of sit together, but you're not really sure. Like they could just be siblings-ish. I like that. Good. See, I don't know why you wouldn't either. Putting your arm around the girl at a Pro League match, it's like the ultimate slash brag. It's like, sup nerds, you guys are all forever alone, but not me! But not me. And it looks like we are going to have some kind of tech play from Iris. He has gotten his gas pretty quickly. He's going to get scouted by a drone. he didn't wall himself in while going for this tech play, which is a pretty usual thing to do. He's going to make the factory in view of the drone, but that doesn't really matter. That doesn't really show anything just yet, besides that it is a factory. It's going to force a Sunken out of the Zerg just to prevent any Vulture run-bys, but after this there's still a lot of different options for the Terran. He can go for a 1 Vulture into expansion, he can do a Vulture drop, he can go 2-port Wraith, plenty of different cool things that we can see from Iris. So what will it be? Looks like SCV also scouts correctly. By the way, I didn't notice this, or rather, I didn't mention it earlier, but the drone actually went to the middle of the map to check for proxy barracks. You can see on the mini-map there that vision has been revealed. We didn't see anything silly like that from Iris. I think he was a bit careful because recently, you know, Kanata BBS'd Jaedong on electric circuit, so maybe he's like, oh, maybe the Air Force Ace players are just cheesing a lot in these Brutal games. But no, it is actually going to be a 1 Vulture expand here. It'll be quite crucial for him to deny the scout that is coming his way. There's one Zergling making its way across. If he can kill that Zergling before it sees the command center, no, it doesn't look like he'll be able to. But if he could have killed that, that would have been quite important. But the Zergling is going to see the command center, so now Effort knows exactly what's going on. He knows it's a 1 factory expand. He doesn't have to prepare for any kind of 2-port Wraith action or drop action. So he's just going to make 1 Sunken at the front, probably make a Hydra Den or an Evo chamber to help block that choke off a little bit better to prevent any Vulture run-bys. And otherwise, I'd imagine he'll just tech up into Muta as normal. So the Overlord's actually going to run in here. I think he's just going to suicide this to see what's going on. He's not going to see anything too important. He will see a machine shop that is spinning, but I mean that's most likely just for Vulture mines that are going to be laid defensively to defend against any kind of Hydralisk, fast Hydralisk counter. He will importantly see the second factory though, so he knows it's definitely no weird, fast starport transition. Looks like the observer showing us he didn't quite get close enough to see if there would be some building planted in that corner, or maybe he did actually, I'm not really sure. It looks like he might have just barely gotten close enough so he knows that it is just the 2 factories being added there. It looks like he actually put both the Hydra Den and the Evolution Chamber there to help block off. There does look like there's a big gap to the right of that Hydralisk Den between the Hydra Den and the cliff, but the Vultures are pretty fat and I'm pretty sure they can't get through that gap. So it looks like it is going to be a mech style from Iris here with that second factory being added. It almost certainly is going to be that. Unless he does some kind of weird Vulture run-in pre-mutas or something. We have seen that occasionally. He is getting a decent number of Vultures. But I highly doubt it. Yeah, he's getting an armory as well, so it is definitely just standard mech. And the lair is now finished for Effort. Let us see what tech he goes. He has got a Hydra Den already, but that's basically just like a defensive Hydra Den, so you can make a couple Hydras if you need to help against Vultures. Otherwise, I feel like he'll probably go for mutas at this point. Hitting a nice early muta timing against mech can be quite effective. And looks like, ooh, the drone actually kills the Spider Mine. Is he going to get down? Oh, barely gets the hatchery down in time. If those Vultures came in and sniped that, that would have been quite crucial. It would have delayed the third base for an extra, I don't know, 30 seconds or however long it takes the drone to get out there from the natural. And that's a pretty good gain. It doesn't sound like that much to delay the hatchery by a little bit, but it is pretty big. In the meantime, more mines being laid at all the further expansions, future expansions I should say, of the Zerg, if it does get to late game. And we do see another upgrade here in the machine shop. Now that's probably Goliath range to help defend against mutas. So you can see he's not going to have that many Goliaths off just 2 factories. It's going to have to get some turrets, do some nice Goliath micro if mutas do come. But actually it looks like he's just going straight Hydras, Effort is, not going mutas at all. It's an interesting choice. So that lair probably might just give him Overlord speed, might just be researching Overlord speed. And you can use that with the Hydras to help clear all these spider mines which are locking him into his base. And keeping the Terran safe. As you can see, there's really not many units of the Terran base. I mean, there's a bunker there, there's a handful of Vultures. Both of those die very, very quickly to Hydralisks. Believe it or not, they take down the bunkers even with Marines very, very quickly. So really, the mines are holding the Zerg back until the Terran can get a decent enough army and perhaps some siege tanks to help. But look at this, it's actually going to be a back tech into bio. This is brilliant. Oh my god, this is actually very much like the build that we saw Lita do on Jade, I believe against Solki it might have been, or maybe it was Jaedong. Actually, no, I think it was Jaedong. The Solki game was something else. But oh my god, look at this. There's going to be a Hydra Bust on the bunker, and this is a perfect timing. The mines were not down in time. A lot of Goliaths being made, but actually, Iris might just die to this Hydra attack here. Oh man, oh no, that was such a clever idea from Iris to backtake into the Marines. He would have had effort on completely the wrong unit composition to deal with it, as we saw in the game against Jaedong. Jaedong went for just mass Hydras and got owned by the Bio plus Siege Tank combo, but it looks like with a good SEV pull, somehow Iris is able to barely hold, but he is going to crucially run that Hydralisk into the main base. I don't know if we got close enough to see the barracks. It did die right at the top of the ramp there, and more crucially, I don't even know if Iris can manage to hold on right now. He's only got 3 Goliaths out, and in these low numbers, the Hydras do pretty well against those Goliaths. Some more SCVs having to be pulled off the line here. Interestingly, the Terran's still staying slightly ahead on supply, though. But if he can get those Marines out, he will be okay, but he needs those upgrades, he needs the stim, he needs the medics to help out for them to be really effective. Unupgraded Marines are actually not even that good against Hydras, even though conventional wisdom is that you don't want to go Hydras against Bio, or not go pure Hydras, that is. But now, look at this, Iris forced to tip his hand early, even if that Hydra earlier on that ran up didn't see it. Now Effort knows exactly what is going on, so, you know, even if Iris now holds off his attack, he's lost a bunch of SCVs, and his strategy has been completely revealed, and this strategy I think works best, or definitely works best if the Zerg does not see it coming and is just, you know, on the wrong unit composition the whole time. And look at this Everett continuing to be aggressive with these Hydralisks. He knows that there's not that many units here. Actually, it looks like the Marines got picked off before they could even get in the bunker, so only a couple Goliaths in the back helping him to defend. Meanwhile, what is going on back at base? So it doesn't matter what's going on back at base, he's just making more Hydras. And now the supplies are pretty close. 41 against, actually no, it's separated again. Well, 46 supply now against 48 supply of the Terran, but now Lurkers are in production, and I don't know if Iris has enough stuff to stop a Hydra Lurker bust on the front. Hydra Lurker, a very potent mid-game composition in ZBT. Not used as commonly nowadays because the Fast 5 is much preferred. Gives you a lot of flexibility with those defilers, but Hydra Lurk, man, it's the strategy I always use in ZBT because I'm terrible at, you know, my defiler control. So I just like, alright, Hydra Lurk, bust him, kill him. And there's actually no siege tanks here. There's actually no tanks, and there's the scan. The Lurkers borrow. He has to back up a little bit. Now the thing is, Lurkers are not the most effective units against mech. Those Goliaths will tank a lot of shots, but the Hydras in the back providing a lot of extra DPS. And I think Iris is in huge trouble here. I think he's going to lose his natural. I don't see any way for him to hold his natural right now. And oh man, the Lurkers doing damage, attacking the command center, forced to lift that. The Goliath's coming out to help hold. He's probably just going to block his ramp with the SCVs, but with those Lurker there, it's not going to happen. Yeah, those Lurkers protecting those Hydras from the mass SCVs around this time. And now the Lurker's burrowing under his ramp. I think Iris is completely dead. He's down to 35 supply against 51 supply. More SCVs coming off the line from the main, but SCVs are not exactly the hard counter to Lurkers, I'm afraid. SCVs do not work against Lurkers. However, he is going to kind of clean up this initial attack, but oh god. Oh god, SCV stream, don't die, no! SCV! Ah, Seaball! Oh god, he's attacking them. GG! 7 supply left for Iris, and he types out Effort, takes game number 1 between CJ and Ace. 강력한 타이밍은 누구한테나 있어요. 하지만 그 타이밍을 오지 못하게끔 만들어주면은 김정우 선수가 그